Hey guys, I'm sorry it's taken so long to get videos out. I still don't have a car and I just switched camera systems from Canon to Fuji, so it's kind of been interesting trying to put videos up. So I've decided to start an experimental series just kind of sharing my thoughts on things that are happening in the car world. And I figured why not start out with the Toyota Supra, because there's so many people talking about it, sharing their thoughts. Why not share mine? Because I don't know. Mine might be different, mine might be the same as everyone else, but let's just dive in. You know, the Supra name is just a legend, and whenever you try to build upon a legend and make something new, revive it after so many years, off, then it's almost always gonna be a letdown. But I'm actually really happy that Toyota went out of their way to partner with BMW to try to revive that name to make it happen anyway. And it might be a letdown, it might not. I've never driven the A80, I haven't driven the A90. I'm just kind of sharing my thoughts. And honestly, partnering with BMW, there isn't a better partner to source a new straight six from. The old 2JZ is, well, old. It wouldn't comply with any of the new modern emission regulations. There's so many now, the WLTP, that's all the acronyms I can remember off the top of my head right now, let's be honest. But it would just have to be completely reworked to the point where it wouldn't even be a 2JZ anymore. It would have to be something completely new. And Toyota doesn't have the resources to pour into a new engine, so why not source the B58 from BMW? It's perfect. But people are claiming it doesn't have the tuning capabilities, but at the same time, the Supra's already pushing over 420 horsepower on some new mods on dynos, and they're aiming at 450. Plus, I did some research on some BMW forums with the 3 Series that has the B58, and there are people pushing out over 600 horsepower on their B58 straight sixes. And I think this engine has a lot of tuning capabilities. I believe most people wanted an A80 clone, but if they made an exact A80 again, but in 2019, people would be complaining that there wasn't any technological advancements, no new suspension, new engine, anything like that. And honestly, I don't think these fanboys will be made happy because they can't afford either anyways. And from a financial standpoint, this makes sense. Manufacturers have to team up to put a viable sports car out these days because honestly, Toyota or even one manufacturer on itself would have to pour billions of dollars into a car that wouldn't even make half that back in profit. And honestly, this is only the launch version. They're even hinting at another hotter version that'll come out that'll probably have the S58 straight six or even just a higher tune on the B58 because honestly, that engine can handle it. All in all, I'm very pleased that Toyota revived the Supra name because honestly, I have a much higher chance of seeing and potentially even driving one than Koenigseggs, Paganis, Bugattis, and even Ferraris. And one last hot take. I much prefer the production Supra as opposed to the FT1 concept because honestly, the FT1 looked like